connection with Krakow. We're waiting for more inspirations. We'll have lectures 6:30, so almost 20 minutes with vexation and with some tests between Gleb and our delegation here. Hugs and greetings, and see you soon. Gleb, could you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yes.
Okay, now we can talk. Everything, hope, is going to the stream. Say something, Gleb, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
From
How are
Krakow.
you? Hello.
Krakow.
From Rome.
I'm fine. A little
from
bit
Rome.
cold.
Oh, cold.
Hello
Donatella.
from Rome. From Rome.
Oh, and also I see you. But what's happened with the pictures behind you? Why the green is... there is...
Очень розовое все.
It's not green.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like this camera.
Strange. Okay, now it's more green. But still not really. Maybe there is an output on the camera settings. But maybe this camera is dying. The camera is
Maybe
dying.
camera from from desktop for mixing.
Yeah, I know.
So maybe it's burned
Yeah.
with trouble.
But maybe better to connect one of better camera. Why this one? Yeah, just do it. To connect one of better camera. This one. Yeah. Just do it. Halo? Halo, halo. Halo, halo. Raz, dwa, 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 dwa. Dwa, 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 dwa. Check. Check. Check, check. Okay. Halo? Halo, halo. Halo, halo. Raz, dwa, 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 dwa. I can talk to myself. Check. Check. Check, check. Okay. Hello? Halo, halo. Halo, halo. Raz, dwa, 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 dwa. I can talk to myself. Check. Check, check, check. I can talk to myself.
A w jaki sposób ja będę widoczna na streamie?
Proszę?
W jaki sposób ja będę widoczna na streamie? A w jaki sposób ja będę?
Mamy delay stąd, bo mikrofon ściąga to i jeszcze ten, nie? Tak, ja cię słyszę, Gleb. Mhm. Nie, bo... Tak, ja cię słyszę.
Типа,
No, w browserze cię widzę. Znaczy,
on call. Типа,
no, w browserze cię widzę. Znaczy,
on call.
Gleb, wiesz co, mógłbyś dać, kurczę, od siebie to vexation, bo to jest w ogóle już przejebanie ten. Ja daję to vexation, ty je pobierasz ode mnie i wpuszczasz, rozumiem, że u siebie, nie? Czy ty dajesz vexation u siebie osobno, a ja osobno tu? Może nam się vexation nakładają. Gleb, wiesz co, mógłbyś dać, kurczę, od siebie to vexation, bo to jest w ogóle już przejebanie ten. Ja daję to vexation, ty je pobierasz ode mnie i wpuszczasz, rozumiem, że u siebie, nie? Czy ty dajesz vexation u siebie osobno, a ja osobno tu? Może nam się vexation nakładają. Gleb, wiesz co, mógłbyś dać, kurczę, od siebie to vexation. O kurde, jakiś lub się robi. To jest w ogóle już przejebanie ten. Ja daję to vexation, ty je pobierasz ode mnie i wpuszczasz, rozumiem, że u siebie, nie? Czy ty dajesz vexation u siebie osobno? Halo Gleb. Halo Gleb, jesteś tam, please? Halo Gleb, czy ty mnie słyszysz? Czy wy mnie słyszycie? Hej. Cześć Nastia. Słyszysz mnie? Ja ciebie nie słyszę, Nastia. Okej, czekaj. Teraz zrobię. Teraz... Halo Gleb, jesteś tam, please?
Halo? Hej? Hej, hej.
Halo?
Słyszysz?
Czy ty mnie słyszysz? Czy wy mnie słyszycie?
Ja cię słyszę.
Hej. Cześć Nastia. Słyszysz mnie? Ja ciebie nie słyszę, Nastia. Okay.
Задержка, по-моему.
Teraz... O, teraz słyszę Nastia.
Z zatrzymką chyba, nie?
Tak, ale ty masz na słuchawkach?
No.
Tak,
Ja cię słyszę.
tak.
Jo?
Słuchajcie, my nie będziemy za bardzo rozmawiać, tylko damy wam głos i ja będę pilnował, żeby nie było lupa. A na początku my mówimy, a was ściszymy. Bo
Tak,
tak jak
tak.
było z grzybkiem ostatnio, bo ja widzę, że jest jakiś forma loop się robi. Ja nie wiem skąd on się robi. A poza tym to bardzo też, Gleb, zostajemy w takiej pozycji wizualnej, Gleb, to jest mega ważne teraz, decyzja. Chcesz być w ten sposób?
No wiesz, ty mówiłeś, że będziecie dawać jakby final output, więc zrobiłem sobie stanowisko tam z kamerą z góry na tu, co nie? Więc jeżeli będziecie dawać na ekran final output, no to...
I Gleb,
po
musisz
prostu...
mówić, albo cię kurwa odwrócę.
Gdzie? Co? No wiesz, ty mówiłeś, że będziecie dawać jakby final output, więc zrobiłem sobie stanowisko tam z kamerą z góry na tu. Co nie? Więc jeżeli będziecie dawać na output, no to...
Twój.
Gdzie? Co?
Dobra. Coś tutaj w miarę mamy. Dobra, ja mam to jakoś wizualnie, mam jakby, nie wiem, możemy lecieć.
Usiądź bliżej ciebie chyba, bo ja nie będę mogła wstawać cały czas, jestem w krótkiej sukni. No bo to jest ciężkie cały czas skakać tam. Bo ja mogę po prostu usiąść bliżej ciebie w takim razie. I też nie będę zasłaniać... Ale powinien też bliżej...
Dobra, mam to jakoś wizualnie, mam, nie wiem, możemy lecieć. Tylko Gleb, bo ten final output, jest coś tam może? Bo ten final output to przede wszystkim powinien być nasz output plus ty. I ewentualnie twoje jakieś manipulacje i że schodzisz na przykład na, nie wiem, na, jak ty mówisz, to wtedy masz ten czas z kamery z góry i tak dalej, nie? Ale większość czasu, no to jest Ksenia i to jest jakby od nas. Halo, jesteś? Słyszysz? Może powiedz to.
Było słychać. Вы нас слышите там или нет? Бо, типа, нам надо начинать уже.
Powiedział da. Ja jestem połączona na telefonie z nimi, jak nie widać tego na ekranie, to też podawać jakieś.
Починаєте.
Dobra.
Yeah, so, hi everyone again. There's not much people, but it doesn't really matter. This is Gleb, his life now in our studio in Krakow. This is me, and you can see me here, you can see me there, and two laptops, and you can see me right there. And during the stream, we will mix. Let me just. We will mix all the. Not me. I'm not doing this. I'm just being beautiful on the screen. That's my job. His job is to mix all the things up.
Mixing and missing in real time and searching for connections. So I don't know. I think we are waiting for a moment, yeah? For a few people, sit down, have rest.
Stream is ongoing right now in Krakow already. Hi, buongiorno. Signori and signore. Yes, it's fine, all good. No?
Nie, to po prostu oni z szkoły. I dobra.
You wanted to say it's all good, don't worry. It's fine, yeah. Could be worse. Chcesz kokosowej wody? Can you hear me, darling? Oh my god, I can see myself on the screen in Krakow on the screen. That's crazy. Yep. I think so. You need to. Daj na razie dźwięk z ekranu. Lepa, powiedz coś.
Hello. Buongiorno, buonasera. Mi chiamo Gleb.
A jak będzie z trailerem? Możemy po polsku, żeby nikt nie wiedział o co tu chodzi. Tu nie będzie delay na... Nie będzie... I'll keep my mouth shut. Gleb, ja ci mówię przez telefon, że masz tam już, proszę siedzieć, bo już jesteśmy na wizji i przychodzą ludzie, jesteśmy już na streamie, więc zapraszamy. Już tam bądźcie, please. A może żeby tam Sonia siedziała? Sofii, a wy nie wiem, czy mnie słyszycie, ale... Jo, albo żeby ktoś tam siedział, albo żeby nie siedział tam nikt.
Привет, бонжур. Що сказати?
Кажи, що хочеш.
О, я тебе чую. Я зробила з тобою селфі. Hi, everybody.
Тебя
My
сейчас
name is-
слышно только из моего телефона, и пока не очень много людей. И если идет со стрима звук, то идет опоздание. Но можешь, в принципе, если хочешь говорить, то тогда говори громче, тогда тебя будут люди слышать. Вот потихоньку собираются.
Поняла. Тогда я просто буду сидеть.
Proszę просто сидеть. Ja mówię cały czas na mikrofonie. Ale ja siebie słyszę na tym.
No ja ciebie też słyszę.
No dobrze, no tak, bo ja jestem zmiutowana, ja nie jestem,
I po tym zapóźnieniem ciebie też słyszę na tym, na streamie.
ja mówię cały czas do mikrofonu.
Bardzo dobrze.
No, ale Rom coś znowu zrobił i mnie nie słyszy.
Mikrofon
Mówię,
jest
ja
trochę...
cały czas mówię.
O, jest
mówię,
git
mówię.
teraz.
Co?
Teraz
Sofii,
jest
nie mów, bo ja mam mówić. Sorry, zapatrzyłam się, bo futro spada. Ja mówię cały czas, tylko ja już zaczynam się denerwować troszkę, więc ciężko mi się skupić na tym, żeby nie mówić, żeby mówić coś, ale nie mieć nic na uwadze. Słyszycie mnie? Halo?
Tak.
Tak, oni... Nie mam... To mega dobrze wygląda. Nie mam w ogóle jakiegoś mocnego delayu tam, ale sobie nie mam u mnie w telefonie delayu, jeśli widzę. Tak, przepraszam, Roman. Czy może coś znowu zmiotowałaś, czy coś w tym stylu, dlatego mnie nie słyszysz? Normalnie mówię. Okej. Dobra. Nie wiem, czy nie masz w słuchawkach, to sprawdź. Raz, 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 lepiej? Czy nie?
Lepiej.
Tak? Dobrze. Czy już może zaczynać, czy coś? Ja to mutuję, to już.
Let's say that we are starting. Yeah?
Yeah? Nie, nie puszczę.
Let's say that we are starting. Welcome to, nice to see you, friends and new friends. And we're UKRAiNATV. This is Ksenia, I'm Rom. And there is Sophie and Gleb in Krakow with us. And I'm giving the microphone to Ksenia. And I will share some flyers, newspaper for you. And it's short introduction now, yeah, from you, and then the trailer, 3 minutes, and then like a more information and maybe discussion also, and also connection. There will be connection with Krakow directly. There is also important anniversary for people from Ukraine and all. I think for the kind of a Central Eastern European struggle for democracy and horizontal relation. This is what we are doing. It's mostly about horizontal relations in the technological, philosophical, cultural, political way.
It was a long introduction, but thank you. Right, is everyone ready? Say yes. Yes. Yes, thank you. Roman, but you're not ready, I need you. He's doing his job. Roman, come back. Well, I'm waiting for you because I'm gonna read it quickly. Right, so for the very beginning, I'm gonna read one thing, then we're gonna see the trailer which Roman made, and then I'm gonna continue with the text I wrote. I'm actually, to be honest, usually improvising, but I'm kind of stressed, so I decided to write a text. I will add my words anyway, so just for you to know. Can I start? Right? You can hear me? All good? Very good. So we all have the capacity to feel bound to people we will probably never meet, to take part in a macro society which exists most of the time as a virtual reality, a world of possible relationships with its own roles and structures that are held in the mind and recalled through the cognitive work of image making and ritual. Forages may sometimes exist in small groups, but they do not and probably have not ever lived in a small-scale societies. It's David Graeber and David Mengro say that. And now we're gonna see the trailer.
Oh, nice picture.
Thank you.
This is what UKRAiNATV shows, is the power of doing things together.
UKRAiNATV is an internet TV station which make hybrid togetherness. We are doing research, innovations in the intersection between art, media and science.
There is a streamer studio in Krakow, working well and daily. There is the void in Amsterdam, and the goal of the project is to have a long-term collaboration with people in Kiev, and to have a studio in Kiev, and then we have a model of the network.
Well, I should also say that we do it with politics of solidarity in the shadow of full Russian invasion on Ukraine.
UKRAiNATV mixes present, past and future, private, social, political and cultural contexts. It is fragile and unstable, just like our times.
We broadcast from Krakow, which is 200 kilometers from Ukrainian border.
It's a global, hybrid, melting pot of people, machines, technologies, cables, different and parallel realities.
We are on the internet and in the hotspots of geopolitical tensions between West and East, North and South.
It's an open collective of artists, media freaks,
Making hybrid togetherness.
research, musicians, and DJ from Ukraine, Belarus, Poland, Italy, and other countries.
It is an artistic, social, political and research-based project in one.
It's also an interception of bodies, realities and avatars meeting in an hybrid space.
And trans-regional collaboration.
I'm from Severodonetsk, the eastern part of Ukraine. My hometown is occupied and almost destroyed. Many people like me have lost their home.
And there is also an issue in our society that we have a lot of anger.
We aim to build a robust, enduring network that will remain a beacon of hope, inclusivity and creativity long after the conflict has ended.
Live broadcast, it's always the biggest experiment. It's always something new. When we came here, even with with the thing that we sent the technical writer just before, 2 months before we came here, we realized that it's like nothing is ready. We don't know what to do, and Roman just was imitating with everything, and that's how we do it all the time. Right, so let's start. UKRAiNATV was born a few days after the 24th February of 2022, at the start of the Russian invasion in Ukraine, when full-scale war began. We have started our daily activity, production of the footage, testimonies of that time, connecting people in Ukraine, Krakow and all around the world, doing weekly live streams and organizing basic support during the humanitarian crisis. For me personally, this project was something life-changing. When war started, I was doing a lot of volunteering, everything at once. I was working with soldiers, just basic people who were refugees. I cooked food and I took care of lonely children who came from Ukraine. I did art therapy for kids for some time, and later all this project I was participating in closed with the time. There were no funds anymore, or people just got tired of it and it was no one to continue. When UKRAiNATV, then UKRAiNATV, appeared in my life completely changed again. It was a project made by people who are same weird as I am, and that's where I understood I found my place and I found my home for creating. We're still helping people. We are still trying to do so however we can, but moreover not with a basic humanitarian aid anymore, but with opportunities to enter artistic field of stream art, and not only. UKRAiNATV, UKRAiNATV is, when I would need to be very, very right, is an experimental, collective and cross-sectoral project in the field of media culture. It deals with the new relational strategies and the new hybrid production forms in the field of hybrid presence. It's an internet TV station specialized in building live audiovisual bridge and a multi-channel streaming hub, recording studio and a local network, all at once. And last but not least, a group of people. When I say group of people, I mean that one of the most important resources we have is the people we work with. Because we never wanted and tried to build hierarchy system in our team, we have opportunity to show people that creating something meaningful and cool can exist in equal right collective. What I mean when I say that, I simply mean that we are an open collective and everyone who wants can join us for one affair, for one event, or for just one realization of a project. Doesn't really matter, however the individual is feeling to do. Of course, there are some people who are not changing from the very beginning, like him. He did all. But every year you see there are a bunch of guests and people who came to us to work and create with us. Without creative people who joined us during the whole our trip, UKRAiNATV journey, this project. Oh my god, I never checked this one. Anyway, this project would never make sense or even exist. It's too many me. Our main daily activity is the realization, along with pre-production and post-production of elements of weekly live stream blogs. We broadcast 2 or 3 hours long, it's always 4 and 5. programs on platforms as Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Odyssey, and VRChat. It is important to add that since we started our activity, we found out that it could be pretty hard to create something like that when you are not under some big corporate or non-profit and non-government organization. We don't know when, why, and how we could be blocked by YouTube, for example. Content we are creating is very, I'd say, fragile at some point. For you to understand, 2 days ago, on 28th, we did a charity stream to collect money for kids of Belarusian political prisoners, and 4 Belarusian DJs were playing their music, and we usually recording some DJs, some people who want to play music and do whatever, but like now I'm talking about music. The thing is that we collected some money. I think during the stream it was 2 or 3 or 4, I don't really remember, hundreds of euros, which is a lot for Belarusian money. But the thing is that stream is blocked now everywhere. We don't know why. Probably someone from Russia, fuck Russia, I hate it, did something, so it got blocked. Probably it was like some authorial rights, but we are sure that it was not it, because all DJs bought their music. So for you to understand that it's all experiment, we never know what will happen. Oh my god, whatever. Every new effort is a new experience and experiment for us, but every effort and every event we are learning something new, and then we believe we could spread this knowledge among interested in this particular topic individuals. We also truly believe that television doesn't always supposed to look serious and classy to spread important information among viewers. We chose our style and vibe with the thought of experimenting on how could it be possibly easier to consume longer than TikTok long video content for people, especially younger generations. If you basically feel the need of constant scrolling when you have your phone in your hand, you should know that what we are trying to make is constantly changing pictures, so your brain is still busy with the effects we make while consuming important information or watching some cool interview with someone. Or how would it feel to watch some political interview or art cultural news with some cool effects? For us, main goal is to try as many different things as we can to understand what could work and vibe from two sides, content makers and content consumers. Can I add something? Thank you. So the music you heard, and this is the probably last, okay, maybe not the last thing I'll say, but I'll pass the microphone to the genius, to tech genius later. But this is not our first thing in the cinema, but it's a first thing in the cinema for me personally. But the thing is that we went to Kiev 1 month ago, me and Roman, because we were the 2 people who were able to do it, because I'm from Belarus originally, he's Polish. Otherwise, people from Ukraine can't really enter the country because they otherwise couldn't leave later. So we went to Kiev. It's really exciting because for me to appear in the country where war is ongoing, it was the experience I was kind of excited for, especially as I wrote in the text. I was doing a lot of volunteering since the war began. And the thing is that we did kind of huge and legendary project, which is not really heard about. And I'm kind of sad about that, but I'm just going to give you a look on it very closely. So you heard some music playing. It was a piano music, and we... the project we did there was it was a stream, obviously, between Krakow and Kiev. And in Krakow we have the cinema called Kiev Cinema, and in Kiev we have the cultural cluster called Krakow. So, you know, kind of mixed between each other. So we went there with Roman to Kiev, and we made a stream, and it was 35 hours and the stream ongoing, and during these 35 hours 35 piano players were playing the same music. They actually played this music 840 times, and it was the Eric Satie song. It was called Vexations, I think so, but I don't speak French, so I suck. Sorry. Anyway, it was a really cool experience to hear that, and that's what you heard in the beginning of our stream. I think now I can pass the microphone because I'm tired of speaking. I need to drink. To you. Are you ready to talk?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm between realities, and this is what we do is about being together in a hybrid way. We call it hybrid togetherness. We call it, we try it in many different ways. This category of hybridity, it's still open and still, I think, need to be more defined and overthink. And this is what Ksenia was talking about, this experimentation with linking two cinemas in a horizontal way. It's something very exciting and something very simple in a way, and something what's open minds, imagination for like a non-regular, normatic use of infrastructure that we already use, or usually the infrastructure use our activities, our skills. We are stocking platforms. That's what we know. This is what we try to do, is move across platforms. We are like Ksenia told about our activity and movement here, that we use Twitch, YouTube, our website, our pop-up studio, which is here, which is only this laptop and this here. This laptop is only for presentation here because we didn't got really connect setup from here. Are you?
You will see it online. Yeah, you want to say? No, I just wanted to say.
Yeah, but it's, I think, important to say that finally this is what you see here. It's something what we send. We're sending directly to Krakow, to our studio, to the main computer, and there is like one more mixing and sending to our different channels, and this is directly from Twitch, like a separate screening here. So this movement between platforms, this horizontal and network-like oriented relation in the infrastructure, which is usually used very strictly with separation of that platform. Yeah, if you are in YouTube, you are in YouTube. If you are in Twitch, if you are in Instagram, you are only in Instagram. There is not easy to move across that strong borders, and this is what we try to do, is to check or find possibilities to move across. And if we are, if I mind borders, it's also, of course, about politics. It's everything. What we do, of course, is in the shadow of war in Ukraine, but it's also in the shadow of this kind of new imperial turn that we call our time as a kind of a transition from new liberal logic to new imperial logic. And this imperialism we have in the high big tech production infrastructure and very concentrate, very vertical internet, which is the context, which is infrastructure, which is technology, but also the politics of using of the politics of the borders in that cultural, digital cultural production in all, yeah. And in other hand, we have a kind of a new imperial turn in politics, in geopolitical tensions and relations. And this is very ambivalent and very strong context for our regional activities in between Ukraine, Poland, Belarus, and other states around, and people and personal experiences. And sharing this, the possibility to be together, to connect. This is what the trailer present, and also very bad sound quality, I'm sorry, because it's also about the circulation of signal around. And but this is what we record actually 3-4 months ago. Now it's like now it's in progress. We actually have a partnership, like a daily collaboration with studio in Amsterdam, the Void and Institute of Network Culture, and we have a collaboration with collectives in Kiev, Collider, Culture Underground Techno Club, and cluster of production of music, also streaming, also a set of studios and like a collapse and like a collaborative projects done by people that, and also brave civil activity in like a backstage of the war. And Carbon Community, which is part of this, which is our direct partner, and the newborn studio is there, and we do things together. And I think now it's maybe good moment to give the microphone, the voice, and the space to Gleb and Sophie, which are in Krakow in our main stream art studio, and UKRAiNATV home.
Hi! Nie, jest okej. Ty możesz mówić tam, ja mówię.
But I don't know them. I need to turn on.
We probably found
Okay,
new stuff.
we need to be quiet and give them, because then I think we will have look, but maybe not. I don't know. And we have a collaboration with collectives in Kiev, Collider, Culture Underground Techno Club, a cluster of production music, also streaming, also a set of studios, and like a collapse, and like a collaborative projects done by people that, and also brave civil activity in like a backstage of the war. And Carbon Community, which is part of this, which is our direct partner, and the newborn studio is there, and we do things together. And I think now it's maybe a good moment to give the microphone, the voice, and the space to Gleb and Sophie, which are in Krakow in our main stream art studio, and UKRAiNATV home.
Hi!
But I don't know them. I need to turn on.
We probably found
Okay,
new stuff.
we need to be quiet and give them, because then I think we will have look, but maybe not. I don't know. And we have a collaboration with collectives in Kiev, Collider, Culture Underground Techno Club, a cluster of production music, also streaming.
Gleb, my w ogóle cię nie słyszymy. Ale że nawet z delayem nie słychać nic. It's really funny, by the way. So, oh my god.
10 years. 10 years ago, Ukrainian people appeared on the streets to express their will and hope to be together with civilized world, to be part of European family. Not only because we are on the same continent, but also to have some rights, values and same possibilities to travel, trade, study, work, express ourselves, share our knowledge, experiment and be together, to be same humans as everyone is, and to be accepted. We didn't want to be a smaller sister or small Russians. What the fuck it's supposed to mean? That was revolution of dignity and revolution of consciousness. That was a moment when we stopped to feel shame for our origin, our language, our culture. That was a moment when we knew who we are and who we wanna be, where, with who and how. As a community, as a nation, as an independent country, we stand for our future and we protect it. Revolution ended with the escape of non-legitimate President Yanukovych, but also with hundreds of killed people and thousands of missing, injured. Our friends, families, people from Ukraine, but also from abroad. A lot of Polish people came to support us in 2013. People from Belarus, Georgia. We were standing back to back and watching each other. It was just the beginning of the huge battle. Later, in spring of 2014, Russia responded with threats, blackmail, violation of Ukraine's territorial integrity by occupying Crimea and part of Donbass, and trying to show the world that Ukraine is making civil war at its own land and home, and just Ukrainians killing each other just because it was a huge propaganda all over the world. Today it is full-scale war, where we are protecting full-scale life here in European Union either. Going back to 2010, when I've been 10 years old and went to Giuliano in Campania, near Napoli, to Italian family of Ermanno, Eloisa Vasca and their sons Paolo, Simone, Giovanni. Amazing people with big hearts. I'm thankful for them, for hosting me there like around 4 years in a row, 1 or 2 months per year. But there I finally, for the first time, looked on Ukraine and myself as Ukrainian with eyes of European person. So really often I had to explain just random people in Italy, friends of friends and so on, that Ukraine, it's not just a side effect of Soviet Union fall, that we have huge history and rich culture, that we deserve to be accepted and respected as everyone else in this world. For some of them, Ukrainian context was limited by, for example, cleaning women coming every weekend, Natalia or Svetlana. Usually it's the name, or at least this stereotypical name of cleaning woman from Ukraine. Coming every weekend to wash the floor and make laundry. And I had a little bit strange feeling, like why do I meet Ukrainians in Italy only on kind of really physical job, nowhere else? Because our diplomas from Ukraine, for example, are not accepted in European Union. And this also for what this revolution was done, to be same and to have possibility to watch bright and hopeful future. Grazie per tutti. Thank you, Italy, for supporting Ukrainians and Ukraine. We appreciate that. And thank you for this possibility to speak and to see you in this hybrid way. Viva l'Italia і слава Україні! множачи славу Твою, ворожу армію вбив. Славна історія наша, Богом освячена краша. Агресору не здобрувать, згарища не минувать. Слава Вкраїно, ріднесенька, перемога буде близесенька.
To keep us not distracted, to keep us entertained. So it's very hyper mediated in a way. There's so much going on. Honestly, yeah, with the exactly. So it kind of it's that, but more. And I guess my question is since it's on purpose, is there also meaning to the images that are going on behind the scenes of what is being said? Is there
Interesting because there's so much going on all at once, and you guys said something interesting that it's done in a way so that to keep to keep us not distracted, to keep us entertained. So it's very hyper mediated in a way. There's so much going on. Honestly, yeah, with the
story from Kiev though, because when I was sitting, it was just me and Roman because stream was ongoing.
exactly. So kind of it's that, but more. And I guess my question is since it's on purpose, is there also meaning to the images that are going on behind the scenes of what is being said? Is there like a meaning to, are they purposefully there, or is it just really kind of a random selection?
Technical point of view. So I'm going to answer not from the technical point of view because I'm not, as you can see there. But I will answer with the story from Kiev though, because when I was sitting, it was just me and Roman because stream was ongoing 35 hours, so we were there actually from like 6 a.m. and obviously no one was there except of us. And Gleb was sitting because they actually did this through the night as well. I think they were sleeping in the cinema or something. And like the thing you see there, guys are mixing all the time in real life. So you kind of never know what will happen unless you also can do prepare. When you go for a techno party and you see these like VJs like going all the time, and you have like a couple of possibilities. You can either do them online, or you can do them, and usually it's always like pre-made, so the kind of VJ is sitting there and that he's already or she made it at home. Maybe I should. Yeah, so Gleb did exactly this thing. Oh no, is it this? I don't know. Oh, but anyway, sorry. So the thing is that what guys do, they have a special program. I have no idea how it's called, but he knows, and they like mixing it in the real lifetime. So we kind of never know what kind of image we will have, and this is the whole thing.
Layers
from it.
together from here.
No, you need to explain it better.
This output is going to streaming, and also this output is input in our studio, which is mixed one more time by Gleb or people there, and then the final output is going to other channels, which is like our main set of channels, and then there is always time to and space to add something, to put some like one more like a visual or audiovisual context to the particular situation. So I think this is very important, that it's even we have archive, even we show something from past, we always do it in real time, and this real time is very active process of remixing that's archive. Yeah, so it works like that.
I haven't finished the story about Kiev. So the thing was that Gleb was mixing in real life, and it was a sign of this whole mantra for Kiev event. It was a sunflower, so it was like just in the middle of the screen, and the thing was that image was so bright. I mean, all our image is bright, right? But there was like such a crazy thing that I was watching. I'm not using drugs for a long time. I'm not drinking, I'm like fully sober for at least 2 years, but I was like high there. I was sitting and I was like, holy fuck, and I'm working on it as well. Like, this is weird, right? And we were discussing with Roman, and I'm just finishing my story, that's how Dadaism was born. It was born in actually, in Belarus, in Ukraine, and people went absolutely crazy. And that is kind of what we feel like we are doing, because many people don't really understand what are we doing. We kind of not always understand what we are doing, but we are doing it still. And about the meanings, it's also, I think, important to say that it's half to half. Sometimes it's really really meaningful what is going on the screen. But sometimes it's just really high improvisation, which is also meaningful, but not with like a deep meaning hide inside. I think that's it.
And I think it's also about spending time together and doing something with, you know, with other way, with internet, with laptops, not like you're sitting and doing something in front of the screen. Is like a running around, disconnecting, disconnecting, then connecting the other way. You are in front of camera, you are behind, you are still in between. And this choreography of working with in the studio and also in this kind of situation, that there is a loop. Who did it, me or Gleb there, or in between? And because it's something, always the setup is different. It's even we are prepared, even we have a rider, and even we want something from the like a spot that we are invited and do something. There's always, there is some nobody understand from the beginning what's what we propose. So then there is the moment of recognition of some gaps, some loops of the, okay, always there is some gap of some item or something like that. There is no mixer, there's no audio interface, there is something like that. And then there is a moment of improvisation, the moment of, because always you can do something in other way. Yeah, it's always you have a few cables, few items, you can combine them in the other way. We have workshop tomorrow. That workshop will be also about this. Yeah, that there is like a one camera, one grabber, one simple equipment, and then you can combine this together with I don't know, internal camera. You can work with layers. You can combine them, and then you can send it. You can resend it. You can grab something from other inputs, and you can you feel that it's very psychophysical experience. It's about bodies in a relation, in that's in the studio as a spot, which is like a, oh, this is nice pictures here, which is like a green, very nice big green space,
yeah.
but also like in between, yeah. And
highly recommend you to come tomorrow, because he is the person for you to understand that when we are seeing technicians in Amsterdam or like in Norway, they're like, how to do that, and this is like high ranked people.
You can work with layers, we can combine them, and then you can send it, you can resend it, you can grab something from other inputs, and you can you feel that it's very psychophysical experience. It's about bodies
cable is short.
In a relation, in that's in the studio as a spot, which is like a, oh, this is nice pictures here, which is like a green, very nice big green space, but also
so
like in between. Yeah,
personal question, if that's fine. That you already talked about how some of your streamings were blocked earlier on, and I remember like a couple weeks ago, we had another speaker come to like talk about, it was called the fear of the wrong image or something. He did a talk with us and everything, and he was from Belarus, if I'm not wrong, and he also. Yeah, and then he was also like, he had to wear like a ski mask and everything because he told us like he had family back in Belarus and like received threats or something like that. So I was wondering if you ever kind of received stuff like that.
The cable is short.
Maybe not personally, but maybe it's much more question to you.
I'm not sure if I want to ask if I want to answer this question in the microphone. You know. I don't know.
Sorry. Okay, so I wanted to ask more of a personal question, if that's fine. That you already talked about how some of your streamings were blocked earlier on, and I remember like a couple weeks ago, we had another speaker come to like talk about, it was called the fear of the wrong image or something. He did a talk with us and everything, and he was from Belarus, if I'm not wrong, and he also. Yeah, and then he was also like, he had to wear like a ski mask and everything because he told us like he had family back in Belarus and like received threats or something like that. So I was wondering if you ever kind of received stuff like that.
Maybe not personally, but maybe it's much more question to you.
I'm not sure if I want to ask if I want to answer this question in the microphone. You know.
Uh-huh.
I will answer this question fine, but not to the mic. So I do have my family. What was the question? What was the question? Do you ever receive? As a channel, we did. Me particularly, no, because I'm a long time in Poland already, and I know I'm safe. Like, as soon as I'm in Europe, as soon as my passport is ongoing, as soon as I have documents, and now I'm like kind of applying for those documents, I'm fine. My family, on my very, very much happiness, did not receive any, but my very close friend, we've gone to the center. Her uncle is in jail for like an Instagram. Her mother is a terrifying story, but her mother, she had a business in Belarus. She was just like a regular citizen. She did not want to leave Belarus because, you know, post-Soviet countries in Belarus or Ukraine, many people don't really want to leave this country because in Europe, everything is different. When I was 18, I ran away from Belarus and I came to Poland. And for me, it was really hard. It's still for me hard sometimes because I feel like I'm a foreigner, because I am a foreigner. But for people who are like 40, 50, it's almost impossible to just have a new life. So her mom just came to visit her in Poland, and the next day she came to Krakow. Police came to her house in Belarus to arrest her. So she just casually went to her daughter, and she never came back. And this is a very popular study, and we are getting a bunch of messages on YouTube from like Russian bots or something like that. We got negative comments from actually Ukrainian girl who asked why everything we do is connected to Ukraine, and we do like she said we have some ASIC trips, something like that. But like,
yeah,
that's we all agreed to have and to receive a lot of hate in the Ukraine project. I think everyone from us understood what will be measured.
Yeah, and I think it's maybe good to say also about like a relation to audience, a relation to these limits from social media for YouTube, and because we are not really friendly with this or familiar, so we check bans, we get some, we recognize also like a shadow ban or something like that, because we are like we're very maybe. It's maybe we are not enough smart in the term of the policy of that social media, but it's also kind of our policy that to be free out of this limitation, that we use that's terms like a war, like something like that, which are blocked in a way also in this this shadow banning forms and so on. And it's about and it's about this play, this colorful experimentation, acid-like stuff. This is also controversial for some people, but on the other hand, this is this is what I have here. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's I never had the feeling that it was not worth it. And especially when I was in Kiev, I understood that it's worth it. When we were in Kiev, when we were in Kiev, I spoke to the director of this cultural center, and I was shocked how many people is in Kiev. I mean, literally everyone is having party, but they have party during the day because after 12 they cannot be outside and on the street. They have parties, they're going to restaurants, people live like full-scale life, as we say it. And I was shocked because I was, studying war. I was living in the war, but in Poland. I saw a bunch of refugees injured people. I worked with soldiers. I did a lot of stuff, and for me, war was scary. But for people in Kiev, oh my god, it seems like they didn't fucking care. That's like rocket can literally come into their house. I mean, even this is probably wrong to say, and I should. And if you are in Kiev, please go to shelter all the time you hear the alarm. But people are really kind of don't give a shit anymore. They know that it is kind of safe, and like I don't really figure it out how it works. But I took an interview
and I was
from one war
shocked
journalist.
how many
He's
people
from New
in
Zealand.
Kiev. I mean,
He's
literally
living in Kiev.
everyone is having party, but they have party during the day because after 12 they cannot be outside and on the street. They have parties. They're going to the restaurants. People live like full-scale life, as we say it. And I was shocked because I was, studying war. I was living in the war, but in Poland. I saw a bunch of refugees, injured people. I worked with soldiers. I did a lot of stuff, and for me, war was scary. But for people in Kiev, oh my god, it seems like they didn't fucking care. That's like rocket can literally come into their house. I mean, even this is probably wrong to say, and I should. And if you are in Kiev, please go to shelter all the time you hear the alarm. But people are really kind of don't give a shit anymore. They know that it is kind of safe, and like I don't really figure it out how it works. But I took an interview from one war journalist, and he's from New Zealand. He's living in Kiev, and he said to me that he was in shelter probably like 1 or 2 times. And for me, it was like, I was living in Maidan, and Maidan was never bombed. It's like basically the most safe place in Kiev. It's like the main square. And I once did not went to the shelter, but all other times I was scared as shit. I mean, like you literally hear the bomb alarm, right? It's crazy. But people there, they just live their life. So I spoke to the director, and she said to me, I was like, how do you do this? I mean, like, how and kind of why are you not scared, and like, how is it working? And she just simply answered like, we don't have a choice at the first place, and at the second place, we just want everyone to see that we are more than that we are not scared. And I was like, holy fuck, that's like, I respect that. Like, this is cool. Do you have any other questions?
Sorry, it's me again. It's not basically a question. I just wanted to share my impressions. I liked this idea that you shared here, that this is kind of not about staying in front of the screen, but being in between this physical and virtual space, like you're running all the time from camera to camera, changing the inputs, outputs. But in relation to that, what I was thinking, that I really like what's happening now, when you are physically present and running around from each other, from the screen to the laptop. But if I might, to be honest, I tried to watch your streams as a passive viewer on the screen, and it's impossible. Like in a few minutes, you have a feeling that those people out there having fun, like they having kind of a party, and you are just watching there, sitting here like excluded from that, and it's kind of not so interesting. You have to wait some time until you grab something free. But what I want to say is not to criticize you, on the contrary. So I just realized that basically this feeling of boredom that I felt is maybe something really precious, because I was just thinking that when you were speaking about this hybridity, that you invented this very strange kind of TV which makes this passive spectatorship impossible. So it's not a TV to be watched, it's a TV to participate. So that's a TV that is a medium to communicate in between. So you are either in that situation, like communicating, mixing, whatever, experimenting. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. And I think it's something very, really precious, because it kind of deconstructs, it kills this division between the one who broadcasts and those who passively view, because it's not possible to view passively what you are doing. You have to be inside, or it doesn't make sense.
Maybe not that you have to, but it's really invitation, yeah, to create a network, to have small studios, pop-up studios in your apartment, in your toilet, and whenever you want, in your kitchen. And it's yeah, it's about, because it is about tradition of television, that it's a one-way connection, and on the other hand there is the internet, which is supposed to be like a horizontal network, and that we could be in touch in the different way. And this is like a searching for this kind of also routine, this kind of way of thinking about this audiovisual textures, yeah.
You know, this is really cool actually to see how people are coming to our studio, because in Krakow we have like huge studio and it's all like full equipped, and it looks cool when you just enter it. When I entered it for the first time, because I was invited as a person who's volunteering to give an interview, I was like, fuck, I mean, like, this looks like a TV. And it's very nice to see now when it feels like home for me, when people are coming, and this is the way we do it hybrid. So as you said, you can't really participate. You can always come. I mean, like, you need to come to Krakow, right? But you're always welcome to come and to enter every hour stream. When we are recording DJs, people, for example, they're like entering this green screen area and just dancing. That's how we did the parties actually in studio. And do you know any TV studio who can actually make a party inside of the studio? Hell, I don't know. Like, I know that only us can do this. Maybe someone can, but I never heard about that. And what I'm trying to say is that for me to analyze how people are changing when they have opportunity to actually enter this green screen and enter this space where they know camera will watch them, this is really interesting. And I think this is what we are trying to research as well, how great way more pleasant and more natural for, as it, you can't really enter TV studio want, and we want to make it possible.
Okay, yeah, I can say, yeah, I can open next, not only about the relation between people, of a vision to art institution. I imagine this institution is supposed to have this kind of studio, because this is like a working place, this is a research lab, this is place for collaboration, this is place for production, this is place for production in a hybrid way, in virtual way, because we can co-product footage from different spots and people connect together. And this is also way of distribution and way of like a real-time publication. Yeah, this is the question of publication in the our time where audiovisual content is like a daily use, produce, and sent to the YouTube, which is which monopolize this way of finishing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this new vision of institution is very important accent for the end of this. I wanted to say something more before, but maybe it's good to finish with this. Yeah, maybe. Thank you, and you're welcome tomorrow. And thank you guys in Krakow. I think they have us. Yeah, I see that there is some activities. Thanks.
Thank you. It's great.
Thank you.
So, I don't know. This reminded me in the late '80s there was this thing called Internet Cafe, which was like kind of like what you're doing, but with less. With no stating. But like people first discovering the internet. And so these cafes would do these live, like poetry readings, like using fax machines and phones and internet. And there was this group called Border Access Workshop. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're based in Tijuana, San Diego. And they do these performances like Mexico and the U.S. across borders, like this. But very primitive technology, like fax machines, like sending each other faxes. And
I know what I wanted to say, because you said about our studio that is full equipment. It's like a cheap cameras, cheap stuff, which is available. Yeah, this is very important because it's available for for people, for collective, for it's like the starting level is really low now. It is not like a professional TV equipment. This is what I wanted to say and I forgot. Speaking about
what is the program?
This is Vmix. It's called Vmix. It's and it's very simple for like a video mixer and audio mixer.
There's a journalist from Lowry Public I wanted to interview you. I don't know. I don't
What time we have tomorrow? The workshop is at 10, yeah?
I think if it's at 10, the university opens at 8.
Like, no, you mean?
The university opens up at 8 if you want to be there before.
Thank
Let
you.
me know so that I can go.
And there was a plan to have like a breakfast with Donatella, but now she's sick. I don't know what about tomorrow. I think we could come for 9 maybe there, or like a little bit before 9. Yeah, I think it's enough. Because also setting and working with the equipment is the beginning of the workshop. Yeah. Anyway, we are going there, yeah, to bring the stuff, and we can also bring our, yeah.
Different collections that I've visited around here.
Yeah.
Different performances that we have set up before. There's a lot of like occupied spaces that have sort of
not trying to kill me. So I just sent a message to the journalist that she's coming back. She's outside.
I'm going to the shop to buy some. Oh, there's one.
But Ksenia, okay, so I'm packing stuff, but help me later to pack also. Ah.
And you can, if you want, you can arrange the meeting later, or you don't have to do it now.